Bases loaded. 2 out. Hard hit into right. Back at the wall. Tie game! Big Papi. The grand slam. And Torrey Hunter injured himself going over the wall.
Into the Red Sox bullpen. He appears to be all right. Boy, that was a nasty spill over the wall. Looked like he had blood on the back of his head. What'd you say, partner? I didn't think initially that Torrey Hunter came that close, but he did. It was caught by the bullpen catcher of the Red Sox. Nasty spill.
Anti-Afros, Fangollies, pay attention to the two phrases you see on the screen. Grand slam and nasty spill. If you are even a partial sports fan, how could you forget this epic grand slam home run? And that's how I've been feeling ever since I got the news. The best news, a grand slam. The 9-count federal indictment is a grand slam for all of those who were targeted by Dempsey Spears, D.Derell / Dumpsy. If you look here, it says November 1st. We're actually on November 2nd. So we're November 2nd, 2025, and we're looking at Judge Bennett's order that he laid down on October 1st, 2025, when Dumpsy D.Derell appeared in court, begging to get out. He wanted to get out on bail. I don't want to be here. $25,000 bond. But before that, there were conditions. And one of those conditions, Dumpsy D.Derell was to close his practice within 30 days on or before November 1st, 2025. And he was not going to be able to bill Medicare or Medicaid after the 30 days. Now, let me explain before the 30 days. He very well could have, this is a rationale, had legit clients that he needed to see. If he had legit clients he needed to see, he should be able to bill for that. We know they're practically all hijacked in terms of them actually coming to therapy, because we already saw the proof of that. But let's pretend that there were some legit clients left. The court is recognizing, in order to set the clients up to transition to other services, to other counselors, obviously it takes some time. And he is charged with informing those clients. Although I think Judge Bennett's order should have gone beyond that, but it's okay. Obviously, he needs to tell them he can't see them anymore. He can't finagle around that. But we are November 1st / November 2nd, specifically today, and Dumpsy D.Derell, quote, practice is no more. Done. Finished. He no longer has a scam practice as a licensed professional counselor. This is a grand slam of epic proportions, people. This is the biggest achievement we have. I can't even tell you what a great feeling it is, knowing that he's getting everything he deserves with more to come. Really sit and think about it for a second. The effort that he put in to try to make innocent people appear to be criminals. He used money in order to facilitate that process. He hired flunky bums to carry out dirty deeds that he couldn't achieve, or he failed to get any result. But here comes the 9-count federal indictment, the nasty spill. How can anyone top this? This is the biggest win. Criminal charges. Now, let me go back 3 steps, because sometimes you hear subjects trying to claim Umar won. We didn't do anything to Umar. You know, Umar Johnson can't get a PhD priced honorarium specifically because of AFW made sure his actual background was known. So no university was ever going to pay him $10,000 and host him officially. He never was officially hosted. Official hosts are people who come in through the president's office, through academic affairs, through faculty affairs, not through student groups. Student groups are limited in the amount of money they can provide, and they don't provide travel expenses. If he's hosted by the university, they arrange the travel, they give him per diem, they have at least 1 to 2 people assigned to him that follow him everywhere, make sure he gets to where he's going, escort him, transport him, make sure he has all of his accommodations. They even have a luncheon that's catered, and he's honored by someone on the university campus who's important. It may not always be the president, but somebody in the senior leadership position. Umar Johnson got none of that. Why do you think he has to have females that he uses to rent cars, and he's living with his mother? He doesn't have his own place. We have multiple victories when it comes to Umar Johnson. So I'm just as proud of the work that we did, and we never broke the law. We kept it legal. Just like with D.Derell, no matter how many lies he tried to come up, we kept it 100% legal. This is the frustration. They can't do anything to us. We have the Grand Slam. We own the Grand Slam. It can't be taken from us. It's not going to make any difference who pretends it doesn't exist. That's all well and good. The U.S. attorney prosecuting this case knows it exists. The judge overseeing this case knows it exists. The financial litigator's office, the special division in the U.S. attorney's office knows this case exists. D.Derell's defense attorney knows this case exists. And of course, D.Derell knows it exists. All the other subjects who want to pretend it didn't happen, that's all well and good, because we have the Grand Slam, and it just kills them. They can't stand the fact early in this holiday season, because we know what happens during the holiday season. They try to figure out what other lies they can make up about me, about Rev G, about AFW, friends, supporters, and innocent bystanders who won't attack us. But they have been cut off at both knees. Dempsey's sitting there. He can't even provide a comeback. He's taking these little swipes, but he's been rendered mute. He can't do anything because we got him. Yes, we got him. I'm taking full credit for it. Full credit, because the only thing D.Derell thought he could do in response to us defending ourselves is go and steal money to pay people to attack us. That's why we are victorious. He's the one who decided illegality was the only way to go. But listen, folks, before the Umar Johnson situation on YouTube got going, before I cut out this little existence over here, which is not the Umar Johnson sector. I'm not Umar Johnson sector. I rock with a few people in the Umar Johnson sector. I was here first. So it can't be no darn Umar Johnson sector over here. But before any of that got started, even before Max V and the Smoke came up with this name, the sector and or the Umar Johnson sector, D.Derell was already stealing money. He was already ripping off the federal government and stealing from clients. He was stealing their benefits. He was even ripping off other licensed counselors. The desperation. Although, let me back up on the counselor situation. They didn't detect that until 2017. So let's go back to 2015, which is the earliest time that we so far have on paper that he was ripping off clients in the government. That's 2015. It wasn't until late 2017, early 2018 that he started coming for us, harassing us, attacking us, and paying people to do it. Lies after lie after lie after lie. He thought he was going to prevail, but he took a mean, nasty spill. He did it himself. I don't have to feel sorry for D.Derell. I am celebrating the fact that he's getting exactly what he deserves. Prosecuted in federal court on 5 counts of healthcare fraud and 4 counts of aggravated identity theft. We are in grand slam mode. I can't tell you how good it feels to be in this position, knowing justice is prevailing. D.Derell was so used to just coming online and making up any freaking thing he wanted about people and paying people to spread it around, and laughed. He laughed so hard at the lies that he told. What sense does it make that D.Derell is A-OK laughing at lies he's telling, but you want to put duct tape on our mouth because we are celebrating facts. We are celebrating justice being pursued and achieved. They want to shut up for truth, but they want to talk when it comes to lies. Not going to happen. And all those times, you saw the videos that I've been posting, the retros, trying to threaten me and other people. Threaten us for what? We're simply defending ourselves against his lies. He found that intolerable, and he felt he couldn't keep up. He could not put up with the plain, simple, cold, hard facts. He couldn't tolerate truth, so he had to hijack money from the feds, from clients, from other counselors to promulgate lies. And he needed to make sure he paid money in order to facilitate that entire process. That is something so significant because he kept telling the world how illegal our acts were, how unethical we are, how much trouble we were in, who was filing complaints against us, that the complaints were successful, that I've lost jobs, I lost contracts. He's saying all this stuff, and we know all the while he was talking about himself. We have no federal indictments against us. I'm going to keep saying it. It doesn't matter how many times people say we shouldn't talk about it. I don't give a damn. I'm going to talk about it. I don't care if you click on the video or not. I'm going to continue to address this. I'm going to be doing videos every day. I'm going to try to actually post them every day. I do them every day, but something always comes up and I don't get a chance to finish up to post them. So you might see 3 or 4 videos in one day, but rest assured, every single day I'll be doing a video. I will be looking at this from all angles. All angles. It's been 7 freaking years. D.Derell got up here and lied on me. Every single one of my friends, AFW supporters, and innocent bystanders. That's all he did. That's all he could do. And stealing the whole time. I think it's exceptionally bizarre how he was so fixated on the broke thing. And you ain't got money. And I got money. And look how much money I got. He was bragging on money that he stole. He stole money and was bragging as if he did it himself. Then calling everybody else broke and dusty. Or his enemies broke and dusty. I don't want to say everybody else. His targets. Then he turned around and called his targets broke and dusty when he was having to steal in his mind. Because you don't have to steal. He made the conscious choice to do that. Very calculated, planned, and thinking this was just not going to happen. What's happening now? He was never going to be indicted. He was never going to be in trouble. Voila, I can just do this. I don't believe 2015 was when he first started stealing. I believe it was sooner than that. He has to brag about money, money that he stole, things that he bought with the money that he stole. And he thought he was going to be able to continue to float these lies and pay other people to emphasize and re-emphasize the lies. So he was stopped cold in his tracks, cold in his tracks by the federal court. And we are thankful for that, especially knowing there's more to come. In the meantime, you know the drill. Buyer beware.